about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above.
Hello, welcome back to the Beards and the Bees. I am your also grateful host, Aaron Honchel. So today's video, I'm not going to do a hive inspection until tomorrow, so I will have a video on that, assuming that the weather is okay. The weather's good now, but it just got done raining, so they're going to be a little bit, it's not a good time to go in. It's just not good. So that being said, though, I did want to make a video because two reasons. One, because we went to the May Michiana beekeepers meeting, which was awesome. They had a speaker there that was talking all about the plants and the trees, and it was crazy interesting, crazy good guy. He's a good speaker. I really had a good time. Then they had a dinner. The May meeting's their biggest meeting of the year, so they had a dinner. And what else did they do? Oh, we had a dinner. They had coffee and donuts, and some of them were Martin's donuts, but some of them were Amish made donuts, cinnamon rolls. It was delicious. And then for lunch, they had a lunch, and it was, just awesome. It was like noodles. They had this broccoli salad mix, was delicious, and then they had like a beef briskety thing that was cold. It's hard to explain. It was just delicious. Okay, I just want to say it was just good. And then they had turkey rolls and dessert. It was awesome. And then after that, they had an auction, so people would bring in stuff and say, hey, everything goes towards the club, or you can do it like half of it goes towards the club, half of it you get your money back. So that being said, there's a lot of stuff there. So I needed some things, so I had my little palette ready to bid on some stuff. And so I just want to show you what I got. So Sam goes, well, you need to make a haul video. And I go, what's a haul video? A haul video is like makeup haul or a thrifting haul. And so I didn't know what that was. Later did I learn that, after her explaining very excitedly what a haul was. A haul is where somebody goes out, buys a whole bunch of stuff, and then they show you what they got. So it's kind of what I did. I got a bunch of stuff. So just real quick, I want to take you through it. I'm not going to go through every little detailed thing, but I just want to show you what I ended up getting. So number one, which I'm going to use today, and it's going to be the second part of my video. My bees, as you guys know, if you guys have been following, the bees have been using these mason jars, and they have little holes cut out of the lid. And so you vapor lock it, flip it upside down, all the water goes down, but then it makes a lock on the top, and then they stick their little tongues in there and they drink it down. The problem with that is these girls are drinking like crazy, and this is good because they're using that to draw comb and feed brood and all that other fun stuff. So we want them to drink it. The problem is they're drinking it really quickly, and I've only got a quart at a time. So what I ended up bidding on, and I think I got them for $7 a piece, maybe 10. And they go for obviously more than that, which is why I put a bid on them. But what these are is these are top feeders. So what they do is this. Here's another one here. This is a shallow box, and then they put this thing here. I kept this one apart so you could see it while I was cleaning it. And they set this thing down inside there. This entire thing gets filled with the sugar water. So as opposed to having one little quart thing, you have this entire thing to fill up, which I'm assuming is at least a gallon, maybe 2 or 3 gallons worth. So they can sit there and go as crazy as they want to. That being said, they can come up, get as much sugar water as they want to. And how that works is this will be sitting right on top of their hive. So actually we'll say this hive is their hive. They're in here. They will come up through the bottom, which looks like that. And they'll come up right through this crack, which will bring them to the top of here. And this will be a little platform for them to come over. And then this screen sits over top, just like that. And that gives them their bee space inside of here. And when there was water in here, they can use this as a ladder as it drains down without drowning your bees. So it's a pretty nifty little outfit. And with, we have a vacation coming up. And so with vacation coming up, we're planning on being gone, you know what I mean? So whether you're going on vacation for a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is, I would tell you, but I don't remember how long they said. you want to make sure that they have plenty of sugar water while you're gone. And in this case, they will be just fine. Back to the haul. I got, this is a hive. This came as a hive body. I paid, I think, $10. And it's got a screen bottom board. It's got a screen bottom board, which allows ventilation in the summertime. It came with a hive body. And on top, it has all frames. Checking out these frames a little bit. This is some old beeswax. I don't think I'm gonna keep this stuff. It's just way too dusty. Now I could take this nasty thing and I could put it in with the bees and they will clean it up. Like they would go, I mean, they would go ham and they would clean all this stuff up and get it back to looking nice. But what that requires is that they spend time cleaning up this frame, trying to get this frame back, as opposed to spending time building wax, foraging, and things like that. So what I need them to do is focus on those other big important things. So I'm going to cut the comb out of this. We're going to use the frames, and so that'll be a good box. But I probably won't use this until next year. I'm going to clean it up this year. I'm actually really excited. Everybody was like, "Well, I don't want to clean them up. I'll just build new." I'm actually really excited about cleaning them up. But then again, I'm new, so all this stuff just sounds exciting and fun to me. And then after that, I got three mediums. Yeah, 3 mediums. Those are honey supers. Those are where the honey goes in. The comb looks a little bit better in those, so I might end up keeping the comb in there, at least some of them, because I would like to have some drawn comb. Has no foundation in it. That stuff I showed you in the other video where they can use, it's man-made, and they use it basically as foundation to build off of. Gives them a good start. Or as opposed if you put just a complete empty frame in there, it takes them a little bit longer because they draw it from the top. But these have some stuff in there, so I might keep a lot of that just to have them, and then clean that up a lot quicker. And then I don't know what the bottom one looks like. I'm assuming the bottom one came with this, I believe, so it's probably just as bad as these, so I'll probably clear all that stuff out too. So when next year rolls around, we can do a split and we will have a whole hive. So yeah, so we'll split, we'll talk about that later, but we'll basically split a whole bunch of bees into 2 smaller colonies, so now I have a place to put them. They'll have a home. Right now, if they were to swarm, I wouldn't have anywhere to put them, so I would end up probably losing that swarm. Moving on quickly, I bought frames. So these are unput together frames, as you can see. So these you can glue them. I'm gonna probably glue them and nail them. And those are deep frames. I think I got 2 things of mediums, or 3 things of deeps and 1 thing of mediums. Honey mediums. The deeps are the brood boxes. So yeah, I got several of those. Someone's grandfather, I believe, passed away, and so they had all of his stuff, and they were getting rid of it. And so they gave it to the Beekeepers Association to auction it off for the bee group, which was very sweet of them, because it just helps everybody else out. And then I got these things. I got a box of these things. I got them in a box because that's just how they were selling them. And so there's 20 of them, and I only have 2 hives. So I made a friend, and I gave him like 5 or 6 of them for his hives, just because what am I gonna do with 20 of these things? What am I gonna do with 15 of these things? But what these are is these go inside the hive, and when they draw out drone comb, the big contender is varroa mites. So these will, you fill this thing up with oil, and then the varroa mites, or no, not varroa mites, what am I thinking? Hive beetles. This will combat hive beetles, small hive beetles. And so you put this in between the frames, and you fill it up with oil, and the bees will chase them down into these tiny little cracks, and then they'll fall into the oil, and that gets rid of hive beetles that you don't want. So, and I got a bunch of them. So I guess I'll just give them out to my bee friends. I just got these, same thing for hive beetles. This is goes on a bottom board, and the beetles fall down inside this thing, and so this is at the base of the hive, or the bottom. So when they fall down into it, there's oil down inside of these things, and then they get stuck in the oil and they can't go back up. So got some of these, 5 of those, and I gave one to my new bee buddy at the show. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, and my new bee friend, he made a swarm box. So he had an extra one that he made 2, and he already caught a swarm with his. So that was so for giving him this stuff. He was like, "Oh, I want to give you my other swarm box." I was like, "Well, awesome, really cool, great guy." So yeah. Oh, I did get some honeybee healthy. That stuff, you add it to your sugar water, and it's like basically crack for bees. Like, it makes them want to draw more syrup. So I was like, it's just an attractant basically, and they go ham on that stuff. So, but for that thing, that stuff's really super expensive. So I gave him $5 for. I mean, it only has a little bit left, but there's use it like teaspoon at a time. So that should be plenty for what I'm doing this year, or maybe probably even next year. So, but yeah. So that's my haul. Exciting or not, that's what it is. I had a great time at the Michiana Beekeeper Association meeting, the May meeting of 2019. I'm super excited to do it again next year. If anybody's in the Michiana, South Bend, Michigan, Indiana, Michigan border, and you want to join it, let me know. I can kind of hook up, or look them on Facebook, the Michiana Beekeepers Association. Wonderful people. Everybody's super duper nice. But yeah, so if you have any questions about this haul, like, comment, subscribe. I will get back to you ASAP. If you have any questions about the Michiana Beekeepers Association, let me know. I would love to answer your questions about those people too. Wonderful people. All right, until the next video, friends. Catch you later.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above.
But I just want to show you